For this research project, I researched how immigrants affect the economy. I was trying to prove that immigrants did indeed help out the America's economy by bringing in so much of their intelligence and work ethics that come with them. I first started off by showing how they helped us by being educated. Most people don't know this, but over 50% of immigrants that come into the U.S. actually have college degrees, and they are able to help their businesses that they are working for so much with ideas that they have come up with because they're intelligent, and they could help just by being smart at what they're doing. They're creating such a great value to the business. Also, another fact, they're 3 times more likely to file for patents, which I thought was very interesting. They come into the U.S. and they're looking for something to do to make money. They're looking for a better life, right? So whenever they're coming in, they want to do whatever they can to earn that extra cash in their pocket. And so they do so by filing for patents. They create so many more things like that. That is, like I said, they have great ideas. They can bring so much to the table with their education. Many of these immigrants are scientists and engineers, which is very interesting because that's a big responsibility, being a scientist. That's a very hard, intricate job to have, and an engineer is also as well. They do take those jobs, which I will talk later in this presentation about, that are not as high up as that, but this proves of how educated they actually are. So many people that think about immigrants say they're taking our jobs, like the people that don't like them say they're taking our jobs and they don't deserve the jobs that they're having. But in fact, like, they don't take jobs from Americans. They are more bringing jobs to Americans. They create jobs. They come into America. A lot of the jobs they make are landscaping jobs or farming jobs. Jobs that the world needs, the economy needs, and they're bringing it and creating it to be amazing. The jobs that they're taking, because they do take some jobs, but in a good way, because the jobs that they're taking are farming and food picking, jobs that Americans don't necessarily want and jobs that Americans don't try to get. And they're jobs that are open and always are in need for more and more people to help to improve production. Farming, they're out there picking crops for us, and they send them to the food truck, where the food truck sends them to the stores, and we eat them. And if we can get more and more people to do that, we can get more and more and faster, and maybe they'll even be cheaper, and it'll be a great thing. Farming and food picking, same thing. They all do it to make money, and it's helping us out greatly. Without immigrants, our economy would not be where it is right now. They bring so much more business and industry to America. In fact, like, ever since they came, we've seen 15% of economic growth. They are improving so many things that we couldn't really improve without them, because if we didn't let them in, they wouldn't be filling these jobs. They wouldn't be creating these jobs. They wouldn't be filing for these patents to bring money into stores and everything. They have so much positives to being in America. Yes, some of them don't do things, and some of them just stay out of the job business and go do their own thing. Maybe they do bad things, but that is a minuscule amount of the amount that actually go do jobs, because around 90% of them are out there working their butts off every single day with multiple jobs. Most of them have around 3 jobs, where they go from 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then 1 at night. Many Americans only have 1 job, and they come home 9 to 5. That's their life, because it's easy. They come, they get their butts kicked, all just to make a sustained living in the country that they want to. while helping out, sometimes not even knowing. Countries with most immigrants have the best economies. This is something that shows you how much they actually do for us. So, Germany and America, they're the both two countries that have the most immigrants out of any other country. Also, America has the best economy and we have the most amount of immigrants than any other country. Germany is the third best economy, and they have the second most amount of immigrants. I don't really think that it's a... What's the word? Okay, well, it is indeed because of those immigrants. They're bringing so much wealth to our economy and everything that we have to do for it. And they create great things. And people don't really realize how much they actually bring to the table when they come into our country. All they do is try to fight them out when we really shouldn't. We should be giving them respect for coming to the country, being hazed by a bunch of people, and still working their butts off to get what they want. Thank you for listening.